In the beginning, the Bible, alive and creationy am hooray, have always been here before. The first breath of the universe aboard time began before light and darkness. Were separate, wasand, so were yonit, in the way you know yourself now, not in this form but. In the formlessin, the eternalin, the breath of Godin, the voice that spoke, let there be light. And there was light, not just the light of the stars in it, just the sun and the moon, but the light within youth, light that was breathed into your soul. Before the world was medethi light, that can never be extinguished home no matter how deep the darkness, no matter how far you feel from home no, are not separate from creation you, are not separate from the divinio, are a part of it woven into the very fabric of existence from the moment the heavens and the earth were formed from, the moment the waters were gathered and the land was revealed from, the moment the first tree stretched its roots into the soil. You were there because the breath of God is in you, because the light of the Creator is in you, and that light cannot be taken away. Breathalot. This truth settled deep inside. You let it move through your bones. You are not smell, you are not wake, you are not lost, you are part of something vast, something sacred, something eternal. The same force that set the stars in the sky thought carved the mountains, called the oceans into beings. Within youth world will try to make you forget it, will tell you that you are just flesh, just a body, just a mind filled with thoughts and doubts, but you are, Morinu, have always been Morined now. It is time to remember, breath, let go of the noise, let go of the weight you have carried, let go of the fear that has kept you small, step into the truth, step into the light, step into the power that has been within you from the beginning, because you are not separate from creation. You are creation, you are the breath of God made manifest, you are diviniant now. You awaken, you are awakening, Nate, to something new, but to something ancient, something eternal, something that has been waiting for you since the beginning of timeth. Voice that spoke the universe into existence, the thought voice, is within youth, light that shattered the darkness, that light is within youth, breath that moved over the waters, that breath is within you. You are not separate from creation, you are creation, you are not separate from the divinio, our divinia breathful, this truth in your bodylet. It moved through you like fire, like wind, like the first light of morning breaking over the horizon. You have been asleep, but now you are waking up. World has told you many things. It has told you that you are sit, you are weak, that you are lost, but that is not the truth. Truth, Isu, are limits, you are powerful, you are exactly as you were meant to be. You are here for a reason, just as the stars were placed in the sky, just as the oceans were called into being, just as the mountains were carved from the earth. You were placed here, in this time, in this body, for a purposia, sacred purposia. Purpose greater than you can imagine, but you do not have to understand it fully. You only have to trust, you only have to dare, you only have to listen to the voice that has always been speaking to youth, voice that whispers in moments of stillness, voice that calls you toward something grotterth, voice that reminds you are not alone. You have never been alone since the beginning. You have been held, guided, loved beyond measure, even in the moments of darkness, seven in the moments of doubt, even when you have felt abandoned. You have never been abandoned, you have never been forgotten. Same force that spoke light into bind, thought force knows your namath, that force calls you hominot to a place, but to yourself a chaos. You are the light, you are the breath, you are the divine in human form, and now it is time to remember breathlot, the old self, fall away, lot, the doubts dissolve, let the weight lift. You do not need to carry it anymore. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to be anything other than what you are, because what you are is already in you. You always have been, you always will be. You are creation, you are diviniant now. You, Rizu, are rising like the first dawn, like the stars breaking through the night, like the breath that moved over the waters in the beginning. You are rising into remembrance, ento truth, into power. The world has tried to keep you asleep, it has filled you with fear, it has wrapped you in doubt, it has whispered to you that you are separate from creation, separate from the divine, separate from love itself, but none of that was ever truth. Has never been a single moment when you were separate, has never been a single breath that was not filled with the presence of God. Feel that now, let it move through you, let it wake something in you that has long been forgotten, because you were not made to live in darkness. You were not made to shrink. You We're not made to doubt your own light you. We're made to shineto stanto, be exactly as you were created to be. No more hiding, no more furno, more waiting for permission, to be what you already arethi time is nowth moment. Is no step, forward step, into the fullness of who you are you were created for, this every breath. Every moment, every step you have taken has led you here to this awakening to, this remembering to, this homecoming bikes. This is homonot, a placenot, a destination but, a knowing that you're, and have always been, divina brithalit. The old illusions fall awellit. The lies, dissolvelit, the truth take root in you. Our creation you, are the breath of the divinio, are the light that was spoken into existentiand know you, are free to be who you were always meant to be free, to walk in truth free to rise a you, are free not, because the world says, sonnet, because you have earned it not, because you have done inu you, are free because you were created that way from the beginning bare time be form for, the first light touched that darnuge you forgoth world told you who to bait, told you what to fear it, told you that you were small that, you were weak that, you were separateened, you believed itu carried the weight of that. You shaped yourself to fit into its boundaries you, made yourself less than what you are but now, the truth is breaking through no, the light is returning now. Voice that has never stopped calling you it, is speaking again, is calling you back to yourself, back to truth back, to freedom breathalit. These words sink into your bones, let them move through, your su let them shatter every illusion that has kept you bound. Back aus, you are not wak you, are not lost you, are not small you, are limit su, are infinite su, are a reflection of the divine itself. There is no distance between you and the creatorno separationo, valenly the illusion of one but. Illusions do not lastly dissolve in the presence of truth. And the truth is sui, we're never separatu, we're never less than you, we're never without light, has always been within Yahweh waiting. For you to remember waiting, for you to turn inward instead of outward waiting, for you to see that everything you have searched for, everything you have longed for, everything you thought was missing has always been inside Yabrathelet. That truth settle into Yulit. It undo every false belieflet. It awaken what has been dormant for too long because now is the timeth, time to riseth, time to remembereth, time to reclaim what has always been yours now. More waiting no, more doubting no, more forgetting you, our divinio, our creation itself. You are, awake or not, in the way the world defines it not, in the way your mind understands it to are awaken your sulan, your beingen, the part of you that has always known the truth. Truth that was spoken before the first sunriseth, truth that was breathed into you before your first breath you, are not separatu, and have always been one with the divinabrithiful itlet. It moved through you like fire, like wind, like the first breath of creation. Itself you are not here by accident you, are not here to simply exist you were chosen kalidsbone into existence with purposeth same power that shaped the stars that, carved the oceans that, filled the earth with life that same power is in you moving. Through Eucaling you forworth world has tried to make you forget it, has covered you with fear with, doubt with burdens that were never yours to carry but. None of that defines you are. Not your fierce you are, not your past you are not the voices that tell you that you are not inu you are light pure, radiantonin. Darkness can extinguish, lie can diminish. Fear can contain yo because you were spoken into existence by the voice of Godant. That voice does not make mistakes you are exactly as you were meant to be you. Are exactly where you are meant to be not, a moment to sunot, a moment to latiu. Are here no and now is the only moment that matters breathiest feel the presence around youth. Presence that has never left youth, presence that has walked with you through every stream through, every valley through, every moment of doubt even. Could not see Idavin when you could not feel Idavin when you thought you were alone you, were never alone you, were always held aways. Guide aways loved not, because of what you have done not, because of what you have achieved not, because of how perfect you have been but, because of who you arraigned, who you arrayus, devina brithalit. That truth settle into your beinglet, it take root in youlet, it grow until there is no room left for doubt, no room left for furno, room left for anything but light beckett. That is what you are. And now it is time to resume our rising not, because the world allows it not, because circumstances are perfect not, because you have earned itu. Are rising, because it is written Bekos, it was spoken Bekos. It has always been your destiny. Cannot be kept in darkness su, cannot be held by firu, cannot be contained by the illusions of this world Bekos. You are lightened light, cannot be hidden it, cannot be dimmed it, cannot be destroyed you. Feel it, don't you? The stirring inside youth deep knowing that will not go away something in you is waking up something that has always been there something that cannot be ignored any long. Are remembering not, something new not, something foreign but, something ancient, something eternal something that was placed in you before the first breath of timite, has always been there buried. Beneath the noise of beneath the distractions bent, the weight of a world that has tried to make you forget what you are. Forgetting no longer you are seeing clearly, now you are stepping into truthinto, power into, the fullness of who you are no, more shrinking no, more doubting no, more waiting for permission to be what you were created to be. Time is nowed, moment is now breathlet. The old self fall away let, the false beliefs dissolve let. The weight you have carried, be lifted do, were never meant to carry itu, were never meant to live in faru, were never meant to be anything less than radiant and now you riso step forward you. Step into your divine inheritance obvious. You are not just a bodhi not, just a name not, just a story written by the world you. Are creation itself, you are the breath of God in motion you. Are the light that was spoken into Bingand, that light it is force in existence can take it from you no. Darkness can overpower it no fear, can shake it because it is not separate from you it. Is you it has always been Yabrathalit. This truth settled deep in your beinglet, it burn away the doubtlet, it awaken. Has been asleep you, do not need to search any more you, do not need to chase you, do not need to fight you, only need to remember. Who you array remember, what you array remember, the voice that spoke you into existence of voice, that called you good, voice that has never left you even when you could not hear it even. When you thought you were alone you, were never alone you. Have always been held aways, been guided aways, been loved beyond measure, might be beyond measure not, because of what you have done not, because of what you have proven not, because you have earned it bet, simply because you exist and your existence is not a mistake were created with intention with, love with, purposing, now. It is time to step into that purposetto. Stop hiding to, stop doubting to, stop waiting for someone to tell you that you are inobekazu. Already are you, always have been on, you always will, be breathed the presence of something greater surrounding. Moving through you it, is not outside of you it, is not distant at, is within you it, has always been within you and. Now, you see it no, you know no, you remember and, now you you, are rising with every breath. You are stepping closer to truth with every moment. You are returning to what you have always been it, becoming returning best. Nothing was ever missing, was ever broken you were whole from the beginning. World told you otherwise, told you that you were lacking, that you were unworthy that, you were separate from the divine but. Those were Leesleys created to keep you smallies, created to keep you sleeplies, created to make you forget your own light but, now you are remembering veil is lifting delusions, are crumbling and, you see clearly for the first time you are not just a bodhi not, just a mind not, just a name written on paper, or something more something vast, something eternalu, are the breath of the divinio, are the voice that spoke the stars. Into existence you are the light that cannot be extinguished feel the presence within youth presence that has never left youth. Presence that has walked with you since the beginning of time even in your darkest moments even, when you thought you were alone you were never alone, you have always been held aways, been guided aways, been loved beyond measure not, because of what you have done not, because you have earned it not, because you have proven yourself fight, simply because you area our existence. Is proof of your divinitaire breath, is proof of your purpose Sif. You were not meant to be here. You would not be hero, were placed in this moment for a resoon you, are exactly where you are meant to be not, a step ahead. A step ahead not a step, behind right hair right, now brithlet, go of the pastlet, go of the doubtslet, go of the weight you have carried for far too long it is not yours, any morat was never yours to begin with you. Are not here to carry burdens you, are not here to live and fare you, are not here to play small you, are here to shadow step fully into your bangto, awaken to your own divinity. Walk as the light you were always meant to be. That time is now no more waitino, more questionino, more searching for something that has always been within you. Wa are the answer you have been looking for. You are the light you have been seeking. Are the presence you have been longing to feel, not outside of Yonat, in the future here and within. Brian. The shift happening inside youth, breaking openth, expansionth. Remembering this is your awakening, this is your return, this is your homeko kuminga. From this moment on, you will never forget Agenbeck. 'Cause now you know, no, you see, no, you are awakened. Nothing can take that away from Yonat for not. Doubt not the voices of the world, Beck. House, truth is stronger than illusion, light is stronger than darkness, and you are stronger than you have ever been told. Right, stand in your truth, step into your power, shine as you were always meant to shine. Beckles. You are creation itself, you are divinian, you are free.